This disclaimer image establishes the channel's mission to help busy home cooks break down complicated recipes into simple, visual step-by-step guides. The legal disclaimer ensures transparency about recipe sources and viewer responsibility. Fast instant pot pork chops with apples and onions tender. Juicy thick-cut pork chops paired with sweet caramelized apples and savory onions. All made easy in the instant pot. This comforting one-pot meal features perfectly seared pork chops braised in a rich sauce of beer or apple, cider, chicken broth, and aromatic thyme. Perfect served over mashed potatoes, rice, or with crusty bread to soak up every drop of the delicious sauce. Here is the written ingredient list for fast instant pot pork chops with apples and onions recipe guide. Welcome to your ingredient list. Don't worry if this looks like a lot. We've organized everything into simple groups, so you know exactly what you need. Let's start with your main ingredients. These are the stars of the show. You'll need 4 thick pork chops. Look for ones that are about as thick as your thumb. Some oil for cooking, butter for richness, and of course salt and pepper. When shopping, ask your butcher for bone-in pork chops, 1 to 1.5 inches thick. They'll know exactly what you need. Next up are your vegetables and fruit. You'll need 1 large yellow onion, the regular brown-skinned kind you see everywhere. 2 large apples Granny Smith are tart, Honeycrisp are sweet. Pick what you like. And just 2 cloves of garlic. Don't be intimidated by minced garlic. It just means chopped really small. And you can even buy it pre-minced in a jar if that's easier. The braising liquid is what creates that amazing sauce. You'll use half a cup of beer. A regular lager works great. Or use apple cider for a sweeter version. Half a cup of chicken broth, the kind in a carton from any grocery store. A tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And some thyme. Fresh thyme is wonderful, but dried works perfectly fine too. Finally, the optional garnish is just fresh parsley and thyme to make it look pretty. If you skip this, your dish will still taste amazing. This is just the finishing touch. Let's get everything ready before we turn on the Instant Pot. This prep work might seem like extra steps, but trust me, having everything ready makes the actual cooking part super easy and stress-free. First, let's prep the pork chops. Take them out of the package and use paper towels to pat them completely dry. This helps them get a nice brown crust later. Look for any big pieces of fat on the edges and trim those off with kitchen scissors or a knife. Now season both sides generously with salt and pepper. Don't be shy. Let them sit on the counter for 10-15 minutes while you prep everything else. This brings them to room temperature, so they cook more evenly. Now for the vegetables and fruit. Peel your onion, cut it in half first. It's easier. Then slice it into half-moon shapes, about as thick as a pencil. For the apples, cut them in half. Scoop out the core with a spoon, then slice into wedges like you're cutting a pizza. You don't have to peel them. The skin adds nice texture and color. For the garlic, peel the cloves and chop them into tiny pieces. If this feels tricky, you can use a garlic press, or even buy pre-minced garlic. And if you're using fresh thyme, just run your fingers down the stem to strip off the little leaves. Last step, prep the braising liquid. Grab a measuring cup and pour in half a cup of beer or apple cider, half a cup of chicken broth, and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Give it a quick stir and set it aside. That's it. Now for the fun part. Let's cook. Follow these steps one at a time, and you'll have an amazing dinner ready before you know it. Step 1. Sear the pork chops 8-10 minutes. Press the sauté button on your Instant Pot. It should say on and you might hear a beep. Wait about 2 minutes for it to get hot. Then add your oil. When the oil shimmers looks wavy, carefully place 2 pork chops in the pot. Don't move them. Let them sit for 3-4 minutes until they're golden brown on the bottom. Flip them over. Cook another 3-4 minutes. Then take them out and put them on a plate. Repeat with the other 2 chops. This browning step adds so much flavor. Don't skip it. Step 2. Sauté the aromatics 5-6 minutes. Keep the Instant Pot on sauté mode and add your butter. Once it melts, add all those sliced onions. Stir them around for 3-4 minutes until they start to get soft and smell amazing. Add the garlic and stir for just 30 seconds. Garlic burns quickly. Now add your apple slices and thyme. Stir for 1-2 minutes. Your kitchen should smell incredible right now. Step 3. Deglaze and pressure cook 15 minutes. Pour in that beer/broth mixture you prepared. Use a wooden spoon to scrape the bottom of the pot really well. You want to get up all those brown bits stuck to the bottom. This is super important to prevent a burn errors. Press cancel to turn off sauté mode. Now nestle your pork chops back into the pot, spooning some apples and onions on top. Close the lid. Turn the valve on top to sealing. You should hear a click. Then press pressure cook or manual and set it to 8 minutes. On high pressure, the pot will take about 10 minutes to build up pressure. The display might say on. Then it'll count down from 8. Just walk away and let it do its thing. Step 4. Release pressure 5 minutes. When the timer beeps, wait 5 minutes. Set a timer on your phone. Then carefully turn the valve to venting. Steam will shoot out, so keep your hand away from the top. When the little metal pin drops down, it's safe to open. Check that the pork is cooked. It should read 145 degrees F. If you have a thermometer, take the chops out and put them on a serving plate. Cover with foil to keep warm. Step 5. Thicken the sauce optional. 3-5 minutes. Press sauté again and let that sauce bubble and reduce for a few minutes, stirring occasionally. The apples will break down and make it thicker. Taste it. Need more salt? Add a pinch. Step 6. Serve. Spoon that gorgeous apple onion sauce over your pork chops. Sprinkle with parsley if you have it. Serve with mashed potatoes, rice, or bread to soak up every drop of that sauce. You did it. You just made a restaurant-quality meal in your Instant Pot. Take a picture, take a bite, and enjoy.